Hello, this is Iridium Shore and I'm going to have a quick look at Trackmania. Trackmania has been around for several years now. It started off with Nations, went through various other incarnations such as Sunrise. Just now, however, as of 2010, there are two versions: the free version, which is Trackmania Nations Forever, and the paid version, which gives you Trackmania United Forever. The main difference between the two, much of the game content is identical. Players from the paid version can play players from the free version and vice versa. The main difference involves custom content. Custom content, as you may see on the screen here, involves things like individual car skins or paint jobs, avatars, little pictures or icons that you can customize instead of country flags, and you can even include completely different car models themselves. But as I said, in terms of the gameplay, you can pretty much pick up the free version, which is only about 500 megabytes, and you can try a various degree of game modes such as time attack, team mode, rounds, laps, things like that. But the most popular is what I'm playing here, not very well I must say, and that's the time attack mode. Now, one of the features, if you can call it that, of this game compared to other racing games is the fact that you cannot collide with other players. This can, initially at least, seem like a minus to the game. However, after you've played a few games, you'll realise it can come in quite handy, particularly if you're playing on some of the servers that typically have something like 60 to 120 players playing at any one time. At this server, I think there was something like 60 or 70 players playing. But if you did collide into players, then you'd be lucky to finish a single lap. So in terms of gripes that I've found, there aren't very many. Graphically, you can see here, it is, especially for a free game, it is superb. Developers Nadio, French developers, have done a really sterling job with this. It's a game I certainly keep going back to, although I do tend to play other games. The same can't be said for some other racing games out there. So it does have a longevity there that does beat some of its rivals. In terms of servers, there are loads of them. You can find something that's in your area, or just go for something that's popular. Usually, even if you have a bad ping, you'll still be able to play it. The only problem there is when you see other players, they will appear very jittery, but it shouldn't really affect your lap times. As I said, there are very many servers to choose from, but another good thing that you can do with the free version or otherwise is make your own tracks, things like that. This also helps longevity. There are too many tracks to choose from. In fact, there's a file that you can download that has something like 1,500 different maps to choose from, and you could go and visit something like 10, 20 different servers one evening and never play the same map twice. So it's this degree of customization that does help things along a great deal, it must be said. The gameplay here should hopefully speak for itself. Again, like some of the other games I've covered, I would recommend you try at least once or twice, and it certainly gets the adrenaline pumping if you're into that kind of thing. Okay, that's all.